All right. Hi, guys. I need to grab my props. We are going to do the usual stuff, 2 blocks and a strap. And then if you like a blanket, I don't have a plan for a blanket today, but if you like to pad your knees or if you like it in your shavasana or whatever, then you can have that also. But for sure, blocks and strap. And then once you've got those handy, you can start to make a comfortable shape and drop in. Mm. Take your time to settle well. Make sure you're comfy. And once you have arranged your roots, then start to really settle. So drop heavy. Was there something in your spine? Sorry, my dog is unsettled because there's a bag where he wants to sit. There you go. Get out there. Good boy. I really feel a sense of grounding here. Feel that steadiness of the underneath you, supporting you. And let's start to breathe with more intention. So begin to make that mind breath connection and start to move into slow, steady, full inhales and exhales. And sense the grounding in that, in the nice, full, slow breath. So we always have access to this. Inhabiting our body, feeling our connection to the ground, inhabiting our breath, making it slow and steady. And when there's lots of things going on that we can't control, This is a good starting point. We can always come back to this. Be in our body breathing. So let's do a little mental check in now that we've been still for a few minutes. How's the heart mind? If you would like to set an intention for your practice, this is your opportunity to do so. We'll take a couple final moments here. So we're going to begin our movement today with good old spinal undulation 1. So wherever you are, if you're not on your back, go there. Knees bent, feet on the floor, about hip distance apart, and we'll pick up our pelvic rocking. So you'll inhale right forward on the pelvis, arching the low back up off the floor. Exhale, right back on the pelvis, low back to the floor. That's it. Good old familiar action. What's it like here? Does one side of the pelvis feel like it's inclined to be heavier than the other? Is there any stickiness in the spine or the pelvis? Can you feel your head moving along with the pelvis? Do you have enough looseness in the head, neck, shoulders that the head is nodding a little bit with the movement of the pelvis? If not, investigate that a little bit. What's holding on? So maybe a couple more pelvic rocks. And you can still that action as you're ready and widen the feet. And we'll start to pick up a few little windshield wipers here. So you can exhale both knees over to the left. Inhale, sweep them up through center. Exhale, right. You guys know this one. Go with your own breath. Keep the backs of the shoulders, the back of the head nice and heavy. Do a couple more like this. And then the next time that your knees have gone to the right, come up to center, just pause for a second, keep your feet where they are. And you're going to grab opposite elbows over your chest, like so. And then once again, take an inhale and let your knees go left, but this time you're going to take your elbows right as your knees go left. So right elbow is going to bend a lot. It's going to pull to or toward the floor. Left elbow is going to get straight-ish. And then you'll sweep up through center and go the other way. Knees right, elbows left elbow toward the floor, and you're kind of pulling on your right elbow with your left hand. That's the action. So adding on a big shoulder stretch here. And of course, if you need a pause, if you want to somewhere, that's your call. You might want a few more of these. You'll finish with knees going right when you're ready. So we've got a few more moments here if you're still enjoying this movement. Sometime in the next few rounds, when the knees are right, then you can come up to center, release the arms, and take the feet back to hip distance and just check in for a second. So next up, we've got some of our hands-free Supta Padangusthasana 1 work. We do this quite a bit. So you'll inhale, pick your right foot up off the floor. Exhale, extend your right leg, heel kicks toward the ceiling. Squeeze the leg, and then set it down and go to the other side. Inhale the right or the left foot, excuse me, off the floor, and exhale the left heel toward the ceiling, like the Supta Padangusthasana 1. Squeeze the leg, set it down. That's the action for the next few moments. So you will go at your own pacing, alternating sides, and starting to get some good opening on the backs of those legs. Stay rooted in the pelvis. So sitting bone reaches away from the bottom of your chin as the heel reaches up in order to create length in the hamstrings. Let's do a couple more of these. You might be going faster than me. You might be going slower than me. And then I'm gonna take a little pause with the feet on the floor sometime in the next few rounds of breath. And now you're going to take your right leg into the half happy baby shape. So if you can, peace sign fingers are on your big toe. So right fingers around right big toe and right elbow outside knee. So it's a little bit different setup, maybe. And then draw that right knee down toward the floor. And we'll switch. Set the right foot down, pick the left foot up, same setup. Peace sign fingers around the left big toe if you can, and hugging the outer left knee with your inner. Couple breaths. And then set it down. Go back to the right side. Take a couple breaths. So get the knee hugging down. Grab that toe if you can. Otherwise, you grab however you can grab, right? And then from here, we're going to start to play around with extending the right leg. So it's early, may not go all the way straight. It's totally fine. You just start to straighten the right leg any amount, and then you toggle. So maybe it's exhale, straighten, inhale, knee down. My knee's not going all the way straight, and that's fine. Don't overdo in the hamstrings. Just starting to warm up here. And sometime in the next few rounds of breath, you can swap over to the other side. Don't let me rush you. But we'll do the same thing on the left side and get a hold of that toe if you can. Take a couple breaths and then start to play around with some straightening action in the leg, however much is skillful at this point. And you'll really notice, like, this is my more open leg by far, so I can pretty much straighten this one. Like, so check out which side is your tighter side. And then when you feel like you've had enough of that, just put the feet down and pause. And the next thing to do when you're ready is squeeze one of your blocks between your inner knees. Rest your hands on the back of your head. You can just rest your fingertips or gently, lightly interlace the fingers. Those wide block squeeze. Soft jaw, soft shoulders. Inhale, tip the pelvis forward. Exhale, squeeze the block, hug the elbows in, chin to chest, round up. Spinal undulation 2. Inhale, elbows wide, back arches. Exhale, block, squeeze, lift into on the pelvic floor, scoop the belly. So we'll do several of these, and you guys know if you want this to be harder, you pick the feet up and try to touch your elbows to your knees. So you decide if you want to take a few more, if you've had enough. And when you're ready to be done with that, you can take the block out and set it aside. Swap it for your strap. Oh, no, don't yet. I'm a liar. No, yes, do. Sorry. I can't read my own notes. Grab your strap. So now we'll do our strapped Supta Padangusthasana. So ball mound of the right foot in the strap, 4 fingers of the right hand in the loop. You can hold the tails if you're a person who prefers to hold the tails, that's fine. And then micro bend the right knee, squeeze the base of the right bun, and then extend, kick up through the right heel. Keep that squeeze in the base of the right glutes. And at any point, you can straighten the left leg. So I would vote that you do go for straightening the left leg unless it's just like, if it's not wise, don't do it. But I would say maybe make your loop a little bigger and go for the straight leg at some point, right? You can take your time. So right shoulder is grounded. If you've got both hands on the strap, then both shoulders are grounded. Spine is nice and long. So no like hunchy action to get to the foot, right? Make your strap long enough that you can have a nice long spine, a grounded head, a grounded shoulder, and the arm's not overworking and the front body's not shortening. Couple more breaths here. On one of your next couple of exhales, open your right leg to the right. Supta Padangusthasana 2. Keep the left back pocket heavy. Move your right sitting bone away from the bottom of your chin. Inhale, sweep that right leg up through center. Swap the strap into your left hand and take it across the midline. Supta Padangusthasana 3. Keep the whole back of the pelvis as level as you can, grounding the right back pocket. Keep moving that right sitting bone away from the bottom of your chin. I'm doing that by manually putting my right thumb in my right hip crease and pushing a little bit. You can do that or not as you prefer. And then right foot down, left foot in the strap. Same thing. Get the ball mount of the foot in there. Baby bend the knee. Squeeze the base of the left bun strongly. And then extend and squeeze the quads. So front of the thigh is working. Back of the thigh is engaged. Heel reaches up. Flexes toes spread. And then as soon as it's reasonable, go for that straight right leg if you can. Again, you can make a bigger loop in your strap to make that happen. Okay, easy in the jaw, neck, shoulders. Nice big breaths. And then sometime in the next few rounds of breath, you'll exhale, left leg open to the left of the Supta Padangusthasana 2. Last few moments here. And then you can inhale when you're ready through center. Swap the strap into your right hand. Take that left foot to the right a bit. Maybe left thumb into left hip crease if that is useful to you. Nice full breath. Spin that inner right thigh down toward the floor and point your right toes straight to the ceiling. Last few moments here. And you can release as you're ready. Take a little pause. Don't let that strap go too far away. Okay, you guys, bend your knees and cross your right outer ankle to the top of your left. Pick up your left foot using legs only for the first few breaths. Press your left thigh toward you. Press your right ankle into your left thigh and externally rotate your right hip. So move your outer right knee away from your face. And then you can reach with the arms and grab either the back of the left or the top of the left shin. Keep action in the right leg. So keep that pressing of the ankle into the thigh. Now you can use your arms to enhance the stretch. Good. When you're ready, switch sides. Let go. Let the feet down. Cross the left ankle. First few breaths are hands free. Pick up the right foot and press that thigh toward you. Move the outer left knee away from your face. And then you can add the arms. Good. You guys set the feet down. And then one more thing to do here. Little adductor, excuse me, adductor and glute activations. We did adductor activation already with the block squeeze. Now we're going to do the opposite. So strap your thighs. And you want outer hip distance ish in the feet when you break the strap apart. So no narrower than hip distance, maybe slightly wider, but not much. Press out against the strap. Do a little bit of tail tuck. And then lift the back of your pelvis to hover a few inches off the floor. Keep breaking the strap and squeeze your buns. So we're going to stick with this for several breaths. Just take breaks as you need to. So every so often you can set the back of the pelvis down, relax for a second, and then dive back in. And you can lift a little higher if you want to. Feels helpful. It's not necessary, but it's totally fine. I'm kind of a fan of doing a few different levels of lift. So you can let it go as you're ready. Take the strap off. and take a little pause in a neutral shape of your choice. So check in. Feel into the body. Should definitely be some different sensation in the hips and legs versus when we initially checked in. Maybe you can kind of feel some prana moving around in the legs and hips. I for sure can. Do a check in with your breath. And if you set an intention, recall that. Okay, you guys. We'll meet in the tabletop when you're ready. Let's take some nice, full, easy cat cows. So when you get there, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Push the floor away. Big exhale. Drop the head, drop the tail. Really round the back. Spread the shoulder blades. And then reverse it. Look up, lift the tail. Heart drops. Go with your own breath. And see if you can really get some nice spreading on the back with that exhale move. And the next time that you've done the cow shape, you can come back to neutral. Take the hands slightly wider, back the knees up a few inches. Tuck the toes, press the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Spread your toes, spread your fingers. Root into the hands and feet. Heels are reaching back and down. Lift the arches of your feet, ground into the toes and the ball mounds of the feet. Press out into all of the finger bones. Press the weight out into the whole hand, both of them. Breathe fully. Lift your kneecaps. Press your thigh bones back. Lift your outer hips back and up. Light up your arms. Spin your biceps toward the ceiling and your triceps toward the floor so the inner elbows spin up. Spread your shoulder blades apart on your back. Inhale, come forward, plank. Reach the crown of your head away from your heels. Keep the back of your head in line with your spine. Lengthening the neck, the sides of the neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck. It all stays neutral. Pull your belly button in and up and firm your legs. Exhale, press back dog. Inhale the plank. Go back and forth a few times from the plank to the dog. You can go a little slower or a little faster. However it feels best to you right now. And when you find yourself back in the plank shape, make a choice whether you want to lower your knees or not. And you're going to head all the way onto your belly. When you get down there, point your elbows up and draw them together. Press the tops of your feet down and tuck your tail. And inhale to lift your head and chest. Bhujangasana. Nice and light in the hands. Tail tucks, legs firm. Good. Really sit down. Pause, relax. And then stretch your arms forward, biceps by your ears. And we'll take our swimmers. Inhale, right arm, left leg, head up. Exhale, set it down. Other side, left arm, right leg, head. Go back and forth a few times. So this is also core activation. Low back is also our core. It also holds us up, right? We tend to emphasize the abs, sometimes to a fault. Don't want to neglect the back muscles. So then, next time you've done left arm, right leg, or next time, just pause and rest for a moment. Good, and then press back. Child's pose, maybe keep your knees at the distance they are. So instead of going wide, see about going a little narrower if you can. And if it's available, wrap the arms around by the feet and put the backs of the hands on the floor. You can always support underneath the head if that is necessary. The head won't come to the floor, put a block or a blanket under it. And then see if you can let the arms drop and feel the shoulder blades spread apart on the back. Breaths here. Okay. Reach the arms forward, spread the fingers, lift the head. Engage the arms, outer shoulder distance at least in the hands. And then you'll tuck the toes, press back, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg straight back and up, three-legged dog. Stretch the backs of the legs. Reach that left heel down. Set it down. Lift the left leg. Reach the right heel down. Lift. Go back and forth a few times, alternating the legs. And next time you've lifted the left leg and set it down, walk your hands back about a hand's length. Press into the hands, relax the head, reach the heels toward the floor. Walk back another hand's length. So for me, that's where my heels go down. Maybe yours did too, maybe not yet. Got pretty short legs. Another hand's length. Hand's length. I one time was getting a pair of pants shortened, and the woman was like, "Oh, did you buy the longs by mistake?" And I was like, "Nope, these are the regulars." That's how short my legs are for my body. Another hand's length. So maybe now you're getting pretty close to your feet. Take another few breaths to work your way to your full Uttanasana. Lift your kneecaps, spread your toes, squeeze the base of your buns, scoop your belly back, and drop the crown of the head. You guys heel toe your feet a little wider apart, turn your toes out, and sit into your squat. Let's grab the sides of the mat and pull for the first few breaths. So you can kind of round in. So tone your pelvic floor, scoop your belly back, ground into all four corners of both of your feet, and pull the mat away from you. You can stay with that action or bring the hands to heart center and lift the chest. Good. Hands down, hips up. Heel toe the feet back to hip distance. Soften the knees and roll up through the spine. Tadasana at the back of the mat. Hip distance feet. Put your hands on your hips. Firm into your right leg and lift your left leg up with a bent knee. From here, we're going to pulse across the midline. We're going to engage our adductors. So you're going to take the the left knee over to the right across the midline and bring it back to neutral across the midline. Bring it back 3 more times. Good. Switch when you've done the 3 more. Put the left foot down, firm it, the leg, firm the left leg. Raise that right knee up as much as you reasonably can without kicking the hip out, right? So keep the hips square. And then across the midline, you go to the left and back. Whoa. Again. And back. And 3 more. Core activation here, right? Good. And then you can come back to your Tadasana. Let's lift the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up, lengthen everything. And then exhale. Hinge at the hips, fold in, and walk it forward. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg straight back and up. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, left leg. Set it down. Go back and forth a few times. Good. Next time you set the left foot down, snuggle your big toes right together. Keep them tucked. Set the knees down. Walk the torso up. Broken toe pose. Interlace your hands, spin your palms to face out away from your face, and lift the arms up, hug the biceps in toward your ears, knit your low ribs in, pull your belly button in and up, reach up with the arms, soft jaw, full breath. Feel that grounding, rooting support of the earth underneath you. Nice and steady. And then take it down, untuck the toes. Make sure your blocks are near the top corners of your mat where you'll be able to get to them. Plant your hands. Stretch it back, downward facing dog. Look forward and exhale your right foot in between your hands. Stack your right knee on top of your right ankle and spread your right toes. Lengthen the front of your spine and lengthen your left leg. Set your left knee down. Hands to blocks or floor. Start to back your hips up. You'll straighten your right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana. I have to scooch my heel forward a little bit. You may or may not have to. Depends on your anatomy. Press your right heel strongly into the floor and drag it isometrically back toward your right sitting bone. Hinge at the hip. Good. Bend your right knee. Walk the hands forward. Lift the back knee up and turn all 10 toes to the right. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot and the bottom of your right foot. We're going confused pigeon. So set your left hip down. So the idea here is you have your left hand as close to you as you can while still getting the outer left hip on the floor. You may have to walk your right foot toward the bottom of your mat a little bit or a lot of it. And then from here, I'm choosing to rotate my belly toward my inner right thigh some because it just feels really good right now. So you could go for that move. You could stay more in the side plane. Or maybe there's something else that's calling to you, but keep your left leg strong like you're standing on it, like Tadasana leg, and keep the right bottom of the foot pressing into the floor. Ooh-wee. Like getting something different in this one today. Okay. Sometime in the next few rounds of breath, make your way back into your low lunge and step back to your down dog. Wrap your triceps toward the floor, spread your shoulder blades, firm your legs. Belly button in and up. Look forward and bring your left foot in between your hands. Low lunge with a nice long right leg. Left shin perpendicular to the floor, front of the spine long. Gently lower the back knee down and start to back up in the hips. You walk your hands back either on the floor or on blocks. And you press your left heel into the floor and you isometrically drag your heel back toward your sitting bone, hinging at the hip. Lengthen the front of the spine. Stretch the back of the leg. Good. Come on back to your low lunge. Lift the back knee up and turn all 10 toes to the left. Come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Lower your right hip. Same thing. Have your right hand as close to you as you can with the hip still staying down. And then left leg is strong. No, right leg is strong like you were standing on it. And you decide I'm gonna once again twist my belly toward my inner thigh here. And I'm pressing a little bit on my outer left knee with my left hand. Not like nothing crazy, but it's giving me some sweet outer hip opening on this day. Okay. Come on back. Low lunge when you're ready to the downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to the plank. Push the floor away, spread your fingers, weight in all the finger bones. Firm your legs, firm your belly. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, the right foot in between the hands. Put your hands on your blocks. Keep your back heel lifted. Same movement, but with the back knee up this time. Padangusthasana variation. Walk the hands back, shoulders over wrists. Reach the spine long, firm the right leg, squeeze the base of the right buns. And then optionally, see about putting your right hand on your right foot. Good. Bend your right knee. Take that right hand block outside of your right foot and spin your left heel down. Open up. Padangusthasana. Side angle. Root into the outer left heel. Lean your left shoulder back and reach with your left arm. Sit low in the right sitting bone. Make sure your right knee is going straight toward the top of your mat. Good. Lower down. Spin the back heel up. Hands frame the foot. Low lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. Look forward and bring your left foot in between your hands. Low lunge. Hands to blocks. Slowly straighten your left knee, walking your hands back, shoulders over wrists. Square your hips as best you can. It's easier with the back heel lifted to keep the hips square. Root into your left foot. Squeeze the base of your left bun. Reach the front of your spine long. Option to take your left hand to your left foot. Good. Bend into the left knee, stack your left knee on your left ankle and slide your left block outside your left foot. Spin your right heel down, heel to arch alignment. Drop the left sitting bone. Roll the spine, lean the right shoulder back, reach the right arm. Side angle. Spread the toes, soften the jaw, relax the top of the right shoulder away from the ear, and breathe. Good, you guys. Low lunge. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Go slow. I'm going to go slow as we did that first time. I'm going to go slow. Option to do hip distance or big toes touching. Uttanasana. If it's available, Peace sign fingers around big toes. Pull with the arms. So if you can't get the big toes, then try for hands on the backs of the legs and poke the elbows out to the sides and gently pull. Lift your kneecaps, squeeze the base of the buns, scoop the belly back, tone your inner thighs and your outer hips. Good. Release, soften your knees, roll up through the spine. Go for a hip distance Tadasana at the back of your mat. Okay, so now we're going to do the opposite action. Standing on the right leg, you're going to pick up your left and you're going to do lifts. You're going to do abduction. So lift the left leg as much as you can without kicking the hips, right? So square the hips, left leg lifts and lowers. Again, lift and lower. Both legs are straight. 3 more. And when you've done 3 more on the left side, put your weight in your left foot, firm up your left leg, your belly, reach up through the crown of the head, and take your right foot off the floor. And here we go for a lift. Don't let the hips kick up. And lift again. And do 3 more times. And come back to your Tadasana. Spread the toes. Spread the collarbones. Release the jaw. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Let's do inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach the front of that spine long, squeeze your legs. Exhale, fold in. And walk the hands forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths in the dog. Inhale, look forward. Bring your right foot in between your hands. Take your blocks, tall side out in front of you, shoulder distance apart, straight arms. Look forward, reach forward, spread your right toes and root into your right foot. Gather your belly. Keep your left leg straight. Come up, Virabhadrasana 3. Pull your belly button in and up. Lengthen your side waist. Reach back through your left foot. Shoulders over, wrists. Good. Release. Low lunge. Stack your right knee on top of your right ankle. Firm your back leg and lift up high lunge. Anjaneyasana. Arms up, heart up, back leg strong. Hand come down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Grab those triceps down toward the floor. Weight in all the finger bones. Look forward. Bring your left foot in between your hands. Reach for those blocks. Straight arms, straight spine. Root into the left foot, spread the left toes, get really grounded there. Press the floor away with your left foot, lift your straight right leg up. Virabhadrasana 3. Square your hips. Right toes point straight at the floor. Reach back through your right heel and forward through the crown of your head. Good. Bend your left knee. Soft landing in the low lunge. Organize yourself from the back leg and bring the torso up on Janasana. Hands go down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale to the plank. Spread the fingers, push the floor away. Firm the legs. Good. Downward facing dog. Inhale to look forward. Right foot in between the hands. Hands to blocks. Firm the back leg. Keep it straight. Push the floor away. Virabhadrasana 3. Get organized. Square your hips. And then option to reach your right hand for your right foot. Soft landing. Low lunge. Step back. Down dog. Look forward. Left foot steps. Reach the arms forward. Spread the left toes. Firm the back leg. Push the floor away with your left foot and float that strong straight right leg up. Get set. And then option to reach the left hand for the left foot. Stay nice and open in the chest, long in the front of the spine. When you're ready, it's a low lunge to the downward facing dog. One last plank. Down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Take a couple of breaths in the Uttanasana, whatever version you choose. And then soften your knees and roll up through your spine. Okay, you guys. Hasta Padangusthasana 1. So you may want your strap here or go gadget arm, right? For grabbing the foot. So hip distance Tadasana. Nice and strong in the legs, spread the toes. Get the belly and the pelvic floor lifted and toned and ready to support you. So either strap around right foot or peace sign fingers around right big toe, or you can grab the outer foot. Yeah. And so we'll come here. Straight left leg, bent right knee, chest tall. Gather up your belly one more time. And then extend the right leg any. And so try not to let the hips go cattywampus and try not to lean too much forward, right? So tall chest. And then you decide how much of this is enough of this. And when you're ready to let it go, you let it go. You can take a little shimmy shake in the between sides if you want. And then we'll do the other leg. So same thing, spread the right toes, really get your support strong. Root into that leg, firm it up. We did adductor, abductors, belly. We got all ready for this. Bend your left knee, pick up your left foot, grab it with the strap or your hand, and extend it any amount as you're ready. Work on squaring the hips, lifting the chest, and softening the face, the head, the neck, the jaw. And then when it's enough, it's enough. And you can release. Check it out. Nice work, you guys. Okay. Let's have our blocks. And let's come to lie down. So I'm going to offer up some unwinding shapes. As always, your body may feel like doing something a little different than what I'm saying, which is totally fine. First, just lie back neutral spine for a few breaths and assess. And then let's roll onto the right side and stretch out the left leg. So catch your left foot, thigh stretch, hip flexor stretch here. Tuck your tail more to stretch the hip more. Maybe you can take your knee back in space. And take as many breaths here as you would like to. And then you can swap sides when you're ready. And roll over to your left side. And rest your head on your left arm and pick up your right foot and stretch. Nice and mellow. Just releasing the front of that hip, the front of the leg. And same thing, you decide how much of this you need. And you can come back to neutral as you're ready. So I'm going to go to a supported bridge from here, which you are welcome to also do. I'm going to start low side. So I haven't quite decided yet. So you could go taller than this if you want. It feels okay in your back. It feels helpful. I'm going to probably go for legs out long here in a moment. So again, we did a ton of flexion in the fronts of the hips. So if you feel like you'd like to release those hip flexors some more, you could either one at a time or both legs at once, straighten the legs. And of course, a taller supported bridge would also open the fronts of the hips more. So if you wanted to do the 2-block stack supported bridge, that's an option as well. So I'm going to leave it to you guys from here to decide when you're satisfied with your counterposing, unwinding shapes, and make your way to whatever Shavasana shape you're choosing today. So move into your rest as you're ready. And so, of course, you are welcome to continue resting for as long as you would like. Whenever you are ready to start coming back, you'll begin by re engaging with your breath, which could mean deepening it. It could also just mean tuning into it again. From there, it's whatever process you use to transition from your rest back to sitting. You might be setting up a seated meditation here, so consider even just 2 minutes of meditation time now that you're all loose. We'll close with two hands together. May our practice of yoga help each of us to be a light in the world. Thank you, guys. Take care.